When we think of cartel bosses, it's usually the guys who come to mind, right? The big names like Pablo Escobar or El Chapo. But guess what? The world of crime isn't just a boys' club. There are women out there, leading their own empires, making moves just as bold, if not bolder. Ever heard of the Queen of the Pacific? Or what about the Black Widow? These aren't just nicknames, they're titles earned through a mix of smarts, ruthlessness, and sheer power. So, who are these women who've carved their names into a world we thought we knew? Let's find out. 10. Sandra Avila Beltran, the Queen of the Pacific. Sandra Avila Beltran, better known as the Queen of the Pacific, is a name that resonates with power and mystery in the underworld of drug trafficking. Her journey to infamy began with her unique heritage, born into a family with deep ties to the cartel world, setting the stage for her eventual rise to power. Sandra wasn't just any cartel member, she was a pioneer, a woman who navigated and eventually dominated the male-dominated narco-trafficking scene. Her empire stretched across continents, moving tons of cocaine with the efficiency and discretion that made her both respected and feared. Her love life tangled with notorious drug lords, and her flair for living lavishly added to her legend, making her a figure of intrigue and fascination. But like all empires built on sand, hers too saw its downfall. Her arrest in 2007 marked the end of an era.
Tu nombre, por favor.
Sandra Ávila.
¿De dónde es originaria?
Tijuana, Baja California.
And her subsequent imprisonment became a tale of caution and reflection. Yet, Sandra's story didn't end with her release in 2015. She stepped out of the shadows, her legacy a complex tapestry of power, punishment, and survival, in a world where women are often underestimated. Sandra Avila Beltran's life is a testament to the fact that the most compelling stories are often hidden where we least expect to find them. Emma Coronel Aispuro, the teenage bride of El Chapo. Let's talk about Emma Coronel Aispuro, a name that might not ring as many bells as her infamous husband, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, but her story is every bit as captivating. Picture this: a beauty queen, barely out of her teens, marries one of the most feared men in the global drug trade. Sounds like a plot twist you didn't see coming, right? Emma wasn't just any cartel wife, she was a key player in El Chapo's empire, a woman who knew the ins and outs of running a criminal dynasty. Her most daring role? Orchestrating one of the most audacious prison escapes in history, helping her husband slip away from maximum security through a tunnel that started right under his cell. But fairy tales in the cartel world don't have happy endings. Emma's story took a turn when she was arrested in 2021, facing the music for her part in El Chapo's operations. Her sentencing was a moment of reckoning, a reminder that even the most cunning plans have their consequences. Emma's journey from beauty queen to inmate raises the curtain on the complex dynamics of love, power, and loyalty in the shadowy world of drug cartels. 8. Jessica Oseguera, La Negra Now. Let's dive into the tale of Jessica Oseguera, also known as La Negra, a woman whose life story intertwines with one of Mexico's most dangerous cartels, the Jalisco New Generation. Jessica isn't just any cartel affiliate, she's the daughter of El Mencho, the notorious leader, whose name sends shivers down the spine of anyone familiar with the drug war's brutal realities. But Jessica's story veers off the beaten path of direct criminal undertakings. She carved out a niche for herself in the business world, launching ventures that, on the surface, seemed legitimate, but were deeply entangled with the cartel's dark operations. From tequila brands to sushi restaurants, La Negra's enterprises were a facade for laundering her father's dirty money. However, the law has a way of catching up, no matter how smart or sneaky one might think they are. Jessica's downfall came when the U.S. authorities put the pieces together, leading to her arrest and sentencing. Her story serves as a stark reminder of how the lines between legitimate business and the underworld can blur, drawing in those who might have once stood a chance at a different life. Jessica's journey from businesswoman to inmate highlights the complex web of family loyalty, criminal enterprise, and the inevitable consequences that come with such dangerous liaisons. 7. Clara Elena Laborin. La Señora Clara Elena Laborin, known in the underworld as La Señora, offers a chilling glimpse into the life of a woman who rose through the ranks of one of Mexico's most feared cartels, the Beltran Leyva organization. Her journey into the heart of darkness began with her marriage, a union that served as her entry ticket into a world where power and brutality go hand in hand. But Clara wasn't content to play a background role. She quickly made a name for herself, orchestrating a violent campaign in Acapulco that turned the once thriving tourist destination into a battlefield. Under her command, the city witnessed some of the most brutal violence it had ever seen as she fought to maintain her grip on the cartel's operations. However, the law eventually caught up with La Señora. Her arrest marked a significant blow to the Beltran Leyva cartel, showcasing the impact one individual can have on the criminal landscape and the communities caught in the crossfire. 6. Maria Guadalupe López Esquivel. La Catrina Maria Guadalupe López Esquivel, or La Catrina, represents a younger generation of cartel leaders, bringing a blend of ruthlessness and ambition to the notorious CJNG cartel. Her story is a testament to how quickly someone can climb the ranks in the world of organized crime, moving from an early involvement to becoming a key leader and enforcer. La Catrina's role went beyond mere participation. She was the mastermind behind some of the cartel's most strategic moves, commanding respect and fear in equal measure. Yet her ascent to power was cut tragically short. At the age of 21, La Catrina's life ended in a hail of bullets during a military operation, sealing her legacy as a symbol of the deadly consequences of a life in the cartel. Her story serves as a stark reminder of the volatile nature of cartel leadership and the inevitable downfall that often comes with it. Angie San Clemente Valencia, the model drug queen. Angie San Clemente Valencia's story reads like a script from a Hollywood movie, blending the glamour of beauty pageants with the gritty underworld of international drug trafficking. Once crowned a beauty queen, Angie's life took a dramatic turn when she was alleged to have become the leader of a drug cartel, a far cry from the catwalk she was accustomed to. Her method? Recruiting fellow models, these unsuspecting beauties, to smuggle cocaine from South America to Europe, exploiting their glamorous lifestyles as the perfect cover for moving large quantities of narcotics across borders. However, the glitz and glamour came crashing down when one of her model mules was caught with a staggering 55 kilograms of cocaine, leading authorities straight to Angie. Her arrest and the subsequent legal battle that ensued peeled back the curtain on the dark side of the modeling world, revealing a nexus of beauty and crime that shocked the public. Angie's story is a cautionary tale of how ambition can sometimes lead down a perilous path, resulting in severe legal consequences that forever change the course of one's life. 3. Jemiker Thompson, the Queen Pin. Jemiker Thompson's rise from the hardships of early life to becoming a dominant figure in the Los Angeles drug scene is a testament to her resilience and cunning. Known as the Queen Pin, her entry into the drug trade was fueled by a desire to overcome poverty, a motivation that saw her climb the ranks to control a significant portion of the city's crack cocaine market during the 1980s. Alongside her partner, she built an empire that was both feared and respected. But as is often the case in the world of drug trafficking, her reign was not to last. The murder of her partner marked the beginning of her downfall, leading to her eventual capture by law enforcement. However, Jemiker's story doesn't end with her arrest. Her time in prison became a period of profound transformation, finding solace and redemption in faith. Upon her release, she turned her back on her criminal past to become an evangelical minister, dedicating her life to helping others avoid the pitfalls that once ensnared her. Jemiker Thompson's journey from the Queen Pin to a beacon of hope is a powerful narrative of redemption and the possibility of a second chance. 3. Enedina Arellano Felix, the accountant. Enedina Arellano Felix, often referred to as the accountant, played a pivotal role in the notorious Arellano Felix family, a name synonymous with the Tijuana cartel's bloody legacy. Unlike the violent path chosen by her brothers, Enigmatic carved out her niche through her financial acumen, steering the cartel's vast economic enterprises with a blend of ruthlessness and savvy business strategies. Her ascent to the top of the cartel hierarchy marked a significant shift in the organization's modus operandi, focusing more on financial operations and less on the brutal violence that had been its hallmark. Under her leadership, the Tijuana cartel expanded its influence, delving into money laundering and other sophisticated means of concealing their illicit profits. Despite the legal challenges and the constant pressure from law enforcement agencies on both sides of the border, Enigmatic managed to navigate these treacherous waters with an adeptness that kept the family business thriving. Her story is not just a testament to her own resilience, but also highlights the evolving role of women in the upper echelons of cartel power structures. 2. Griselda Blanco, the Black Widow. Griselda Blanco, known as the Black Widow, is a figure whose name evokes fear and awe in the annals of criminal history. Her journey from the slums of Colombia to becoming one of the most powerful figures in the Miami drug wars is a tale of ambition, brutality, and survival. Griselda's entry into the drug trade began at an alarmingly young age, quickly demonstrating a ruthless propensity for violence that would become her signature. Her reign over Miami in the 1970s and 1980s was marked by unprecedented levels of violence, earning the city the moniker of the Cocaine Cowboy Wars. Blanco's innovative but deadly tactics, including the use of motorcycle assassins, left a trail of blood and chaos in their wake. However, her empire eventually crumbled, leading to her arrest and imprisonment. The end of Griselda's story came not behind bars, but in the same violent manner that marked her life, as she was gunned down in Colombia in 2012, closing the chapter on the life of one of the most infamous women in the history of organized crime. 1. Melissa Margarita Calderon, Ojeda, La China. Melissa Margarita Calderon, Ojeda, better known as La China, represents a new era of cartel leadership within the notorious Sinaloa cartel. Her rise to power as the leader of Las Fuerzas Especiales de los Damaso showcased not only her strategic mind, but also her willingness to engage in violent acts to secure and expand her territory. Under her command, La China orchestrated a series of brutal attacks and murders, cementing her status as one of the most feared women in the world of organized crime. However, her reign was not to last. In 2015, authorities finally caught up with La China, leading to her arrest and marking a significant blow to the Sinaloa cartel's operations. Her current status behind bars serves as a grim reminder of the inevitable downfall that awaits those who choose a life of crime, no matter how powerful or untouchable they may seem. La China's story is a stark illustration of the violent life cycle of cartel leadership and the relentless pursuit of justice by law enforcement agencies. As we close the chapter on these formidable women who've carved their names into the annals of criminal history, it's clear that their stories are more than just tales of crime. They're reflections of ambition, power, and the complex dynamics of the underworld. Each of these women, from the Queen of the Pacific to La China, has left an indelible mark on a world that many of us can only imagine from afar. Their legacies, a blend of fear, respect, and in some cases tragedy, challenge us to look beyond the headlines and see the human stories behind the criminal empires. If you found these stories as captivating as we did, don't forget to comment with your thoughts, share this video to spark more conversations, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world's most intriguing stories.